Hello everyone! At this point you should have made a project in NoodleTools for your European History CCA. I have a sample project made right here. And one last time, double check that your citation style is listed as CHI for Chicago, which isn't just another word for Turabian. What we're going to do is we're going to open up our project. And up top we're going to click on Sources. This is the page where we're going to add in all of our sources to create citations. What you're going to want to do is open up your article that you are going to be citing. I have the child labor article open that we used for our write around. So I have this open in one tab and I have NoodleTools open in another. You're going to click on Create New Citation. And the first thing that it asks you is if you found your information in database, a website, if it was a print source, like you came to the library and got a book, if you viewed or heard it live, or if it is a file, app, ebook, etc. Most of the sources that you have for this project are going to be either a database or a website, unless you came and got a print source in the library. So we found child labor in World Book Online, which is a database. You're going to see all these different options. Most likely, what you're going to be citing in the databases are either journal articles or reference sources. So World Book Online is a type of encyclopedia, so I'm going to click on reference source. And here we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip between the article and NoodleTools and fill out as much information about our source as we can. Now, original print information provided versus e-publication born digital. Sometimes if an article was originally printed in a print journal, it will say so, and that's when you would click original print information provided. However, World Book Online, most of what's in here now was born digital, which means it doesn't have a print copy. So I'm just going to click on e-publication born digital. The first thing that it wants is the URL. You can grab the URL from up here, or we can scroll down to the bottom where there is citation information. None of these citations we can just lift off. We need to put them into our NoodleTools. But a lot of the articles that you pull from databases will have some sort of citation information at the bottom, which is nice because you don't have to hunt for this information. It'll have it all right here for you. So it has a nice permalink that I can copy and paste. It will be a little bit smaller than the link that's up here. So copy and paste. For the date of publication, if you have the month and the date, that's wonderful. But a lot of the time you will only have a year. So 2017. The next section is going to be about the article or the entry. So the encyclopedia or the reference work itself is World Book Advanced, but the article or the entry that we read was just child labor. So if we look down at our citation information, we'll see that this article was written by Lane Wyndham. So we're going to look, article entry, we have our author, their first name was Lane, their last name was Wyndham. You can also copy and paste this information. Now we need the article or entry title, which is child labor. You can get that information from the top of the article or page, or in the citations, it's usually the one that's in quotes in MLA. Now we have no page numbers because this is an online database reference article. If you have page numbers, They would be most likely listed in this citation information, but we don't have any page numbers listed. If you print out an article, just because the article is maybe 3 pages printed, that does not mean that those are the page numbers. They're looking for specific page numbers as if it were printed in a book. But since we don't have that information, we can leave it blank. This next section is about the reference source as a whole. Some encyclopedias have an editor or an author of the entire work, but we don't have that. And the reason we know is if we go back to our citation information, the only name that we have is Lane Windham. There's no editor, there's no additional author, so we can leave that blank. The type of reference source is an encyclopedia. There's also other types of reference sources. And the title of the encyclopedia is World Book Advanced. That information is found right here. We also know because it's the name of the database. Now, the publisher, I know that World Book Advanced is owned by World Book. World Book is the publisher that puts out a bunch of different types of World Book. If you're at the elementary level, they have like a World Book Kids and a World Book Student. For high schoolers, we have a World Book Advanced. But if you see in like MLA, they have World Book Listed. Same thing down here in Harvard. They have World Book Listed. That's going to be our publisher. And once again, we don't have specific dates other than 2017. If we had edition information, we'd put that there, but we don't, so we're going to leave it blank. So it looks like we've filled in all of our boxes. One trick that you can use when using NoodleTools is there is this little guide on the side. If you click on the Chicago guide, it will give you just a little cheat sheet about the information that you need. You might not have all of this information accessible to you, but this is just kind of a nice little tool to keep track of where you are. It also, this is kind of neat, if you put your cursor in a box, it will show you in the citation where that would be. So sometimes citation can feel a little bit like a puzzle. There's all these tools that we use to make it a little easier. So once we're done, we're going to hit submit. And it's going to put our citation right here. If we put our link in correctly, we should be able to click on this link that says View Live Web Page. Yep. And it will bring us right back to our article. So if you printed out this article and you lost it, if it's in NoodleTools correctly, you can always get back to it, which is nice. A couple more things that I would like to show you. Once you have all of your citations in NoodleTools, you can click on Options for any citation and click on Footnote Format. And what it will do, I believe we're using EndNotes for this project, but what this will do is that it will show you the full format for when you're endnoting or footnoting it, and then also the shortened footnote format or endnote format. Once again, you see this page number. If you do not have a page number, you can leave it blank. And there's also rules for how to use the footnotes. So this is a really good little cheat sheet. But you can just copy and paste this into your endnotes while you're writing your paper. It makes it a lot easier. Okie doke. Once you have all of your citations in, you are going to want to print export your bibliography. Do not copy and paste each citation. Don't like highlight and copy it into a Word document. because you're going to have to spend a lot of time formatting that. There's really specific formatting instructions for Chicago, for MLA, for other citation styles, and really the formatting can be kind of a pain. So you're going to click on Print Export. There is a Print Export to Google Docs option. And there we go. It creates a Google document titled whatever you titled your project. And it has your bibliography. I only have one in here, but you'll have multiple sources. And what it does is that it formats the text, it formats the margins, it formats the spacing, so you don't have to worry about it. And then you can just add that right to your paper or print it out, and it'll be all set. The only thing you will have to add is like a page number up top. And I think that is it. Yep, I think we are all set. So we're going to start putting your citations into NoodleTools, and hopefully this video was helpful.